Magic the Gathering. I pretty much grew up with this game from like when I was about 10 to my early 20s. This was a primary hobby of mine. My closest friends first introduced me to Magic in the mid 90s. And at the time we were building decks with a hodgepodge of cards from the recent sets of the time. Is like Ice Age, Mirage, Visions, Tempest, Strongholds, and then like into, I think Exodus was like just coming out or something by the time I was starting to really get into it. And we were kind of just like throwing decks together with whatever we had. Like we didn't really know what we were doing, right? I think the first deck that I ever played was a mono green that my friend lent me. And I still to this day vividly remember being mystified by Crash of Rhinos, which, you know, like looking back, pretty terrible card. It's an 8/4 and it's got trample, but it cost 8 mana and that 4 health isn't going to get it very far. But you know, when again, at the time in my brain, when my friend told me the trample meant that the damage went over any blocking creature whose health was less than 8 straight to the player, I thought to myself, well, damn, like that. Yeah, that's sick. Damaging the player is a good thing, right? Point being though, we just kind of made decks with whatever we had. The first real deck that I put together was a mono white deck. And I literally, no exaggeration, I just put every white card that I owned into the deck and called it a day. And then if I'd open up a booster pack and I found a new white card, that went into the deck as well. The one card that I remember turning the tide of matches the most though was Sacred Mesa. So this was an enchantment, 2 colors and a white. During your upkeep, you had to sacrifice Pegasus or bury Sacred Mesa. But the kicker was for a colorless and a white, you could put a wild Pegasus token into play. And it was a 1/1 white creature with flying. So like I would play this like late into our games and we weren't really good. We weren't winning on turn 2 and 3 and stuff, you know? So we would have games that would last many, many, many turns. I'd put this bad boy out when I had like 10 mana on the board and I would just be like pumping flyers onto the board state and it was unbelievable. I'd have so many flying Pegasus. Sacrificing 1 a turn wasn't a big deal. Now, as the more we played and time went on, it eventually got to the point where we were getting really into the game around the release of Urza's Block. We started taking it way more seriously. We were regularly buying boosters with whatever money we could scrounge together, buying boxes, trading, pooling our cards together, and we were finally constructing decks that were like decent and we would take into local tournaments. It was a pretty small crowd, but not too bad, honestly. Like, I think the store that we played at regularly on a busy day would average 20 to 30 players, and it was a lot of fun. I really remember enjoying mid-range green, the Enchantress decks, and the burn and aggro red decks. And like looking back on these deck lists, total blast from the past. Like a lot of really cool and fun cards in here. I actually found a link to the dojo in the Wayback Machine, which like I remember going to the site and checking out some of the stuff. They would list off some of the deck lists, some of the decks that had performed pretty well at various tournaments. So yeah, like mid-range green here, running Masticores, Albino Trolls, Child of Gaia, Elvish Lyris, Might of Oaks, Plow Under, where you'd put lands back, like Pouncing Jaguar. Oh my god, dude, holy crap. Wait. Here we go. Here's Pouncing Jaguar. Okay, so not a great picture, but like 1 green for a 2/2. Now it had Echo, which, you know, kind of sucks. You had to pay the casting cost again during your next upkeep. However, you drop this on turn 1, turn 2, you pay the Echo, you play another land, and you know what you throw on it? You guys know what I'm looking for. Some of you will know what I'm looking for. You would throw this bad boy on it. Rancor, +2/+0 and trample. So turn 2, you would have a 4/2 trample. And that was just like that. Such a great opener. Absolutely loved it. And besides that, I played like, yeah, this stuff was just a lot of fun. In fact, I think it was actually an Enchantress deck specifically, which was the first time I'd placed top 5. And this was just a lot of cool synergies between putting enchantments in play. All sort of enchantments that buff your creatures, that help you, help your board state. Let me actually look at the Enchantress deck list here. Oh yeah, so the Argothian Enchantress, this was the one that really fueled it. It's also running 4 Rancors. Yeah, dude, what a baller of a card. Colors in a green, 0/1, it's got Shroud, so it can't be the target of spells or abilities. Now, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, draw a card. This, you were just constantly like pulling from your deck and dropping enchantments and getting more and putting out all sort of beefy Defender of Law, Faith Healer, Glorious Anthem, Mother of Runes, Radiance Dragoons, Worship. Yeah, let me show you this one. Yeah, remember Worship? Damage that would reduce your life to total to less than 1 instead reduces it to 1 if you control a creature. You know what that means? It means if you have a creature in play, you're not dying. I mean, you can get milled technically, but yeah, anyways, lots of fun, really cool, fun decks. And yeah, it was around that time where I was like, we were finally going to tournaments, taking things seriously and actually getting like doing well. I think I might have won one tournament, but for the most part, I was happy if I placed top 5. I think that's when he actually dipped into the prize pool as well. So we kept on playing, kept amassing our collection, going to tournaments, and in subsequent years, playing more and more. We played through the blocks of Masks, Invasion, Odyssey, Onslaught, and Mirrodin. Mirrodin, that block was the last time like I was actually sincerely playing Paper Magic consistently. I was running a Ravager Affinity deck, and that was a hoot. Oh my god, loved the interactions here. So Arcbound Ravager, this was like the big boy. Sacrifice an artifact, put a 1/1 counter on Arcbound Ravager. It's also got the modular ability where when it comes into play with 1/1 counter, and when it's put in the graveyard, you can put any 1/1 counters from it onto other artifacts. So what you do is you'd have a lot of artifacts, you would sacrifice artifacts to pump it up with counters, and then even if it died, you could just move those counters to someone else. And just a ton of low cast artifacts like Arcbound Worker with modular 1. You get Disciple of the Vault. Whenever an artifact is put in your graveyard from play, you may have target opponent lose 1 life, so that's chipping away, dealing some damage. Another low cast, it's got Affinity for artifacts, so it costs less for every artifact you have in play, and you were running artifact lands as well. So you would play lands, and that would trigger affect the affinity, and you could be playing this thing for like 1 or nothing pretty quickly. And then you got some of these mirror abilities with affinities. You've got things, this put in the graveyard from play, return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. So again, you could see kind of the synergy. Card draw engine with Thoughtcast, and then Shrapnel Blast. This was actually often the finisher from what I remember. You'd be chugging away, doing some damage with your creatures, and maybe getting some damage in with Disciple of the Vault, sacrificing artifacts, pumping up your Ravager dies, you just move the tokens and you get another beefed up creature, and then boom, 5 damage with Shrapnel Blast. You do that twice. Like you really, there'd be a lot of games where you just have to get them to sub 10 and then double Shrapnel Blast, GG. And like you'd win games super quickly. Oh, and how could I forget Skull Clamp, one of the most broken cards in existence. I think we only played in 1 tournament with it, and then it was like immediately banned. Like, card is so good. A massive card draw engine. Equipped creature gets +1/-1. You would purposefully kill low health creatures to be constantly pulling 2 cards from the top of your deck, drawing into more stuff. It's just like, dude, yeah, great time. Lots of fun, good memories here. But it was around this time in my early 20s where like my purchasing of Paper Magic cards went down to pretty much 0. It would be the case that like a few times a year, maybe I would do a sealed booster draft or something, either at a store or just with my friends. Like we would buy a box together, we'd spend the money, buy a box, and then we'd pass around boosters, make it a 40 card decks, and we would just split the cards in 3. And we were friends, so we were fair about it. No one was like scooping up every single rare that they came across necessarily. But that's basically been it. And then over the past 5 or so years, whenever I would get together with my friends, we've actually started playing Commander, which is like, if you played back in the day, like when I played around Mirrodin, that wasn't a thing. I don't think that Commander existed. But nowadays, it's actually becoming one of the more popular Magic formats, and I can see why. It's really, really cool. And we hung out recently, and one of my friends had a Commander deck, it was starring Vivi Ornatier. Oh my god. Now, aside from adoring the art, this card is it seems actually busted as hell. And the deck was like super fun to play, even for someone who like rarely plays Magic. Over the past 5 years, I've been playing it like maybe once or twice a year at most. I spent the first several games as we were checking out this, as I was checking out this deck, kind of learning what each of the 100 different cards did. But once I got the hang of it, it was an absolute great time. So fun, in fact, that I've decided I'm getting back into Magic. Starting right now. Yes, I know all the hardcore Magic players, they tout the superiority of Magic Online, but honestly, the interface is horrendous, so I just prefer to play Arena for now, at least. Also, I think Arena is probably a better viewer experience for anyone who's not super already familiar and intimate with Magic, which if you're watching this might be you, who knows. So we're gonna play some Arena. Let's get back into Magic the Gathering, huh? What could possibly go wrong? Besides the draining of all my bank accounts. Now, I have played a little bit, prior to this video, I have played a little bit over the past several days, just doing matches against other players in the standard mode, using a couple of the dual color starter decks. So I've been playing a bit, like doing my dailies and stuff. For today's video though, I thought it'd be fun to go through each of the color challenges. So there's 5 colors in the game: white, green, blue, black, and red. And there you have challenges that you go through where you start off playing against AI, and then after that you fight using that deck against a real player. And these are very simple decks, kind of meant to introduce you to the general themes of each of the colors. So let's check it out. I just kind of want to start off with the color challenges. I'm guessing they're going to kind of be on the easy side, but I think it'd be a good way to kind of ease back into to playing the game again. So we'll start with the white challenge. Let's give it a go. All right, here we go. Back to Magic. Okay, so they're literally starting out. He's got stuff in play. He's got a 1/1 Goblin. If the creature becomes block, it creates a token. I got my lands. We'll obviously throw out a land to start. Oh, and then it's his turn. Okay, so he's got a second Tin Street Cadet. Hits for 1, no big deal. We got 2 planes now. Let's see what we can play. Hallowed Priest, 1/1. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. That's not bad. 2/2 for 2, and you can tap 3 to give a first strike. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. So I think the order that would make the most sense is to play this first. Next turn, play this, gain the life, and it should trigger the +1/+1 counter. So we're gonna play the Impassioned Orator. I'm gonna not block in case he's got burn. Wait, what is this? Oh, Raid Bombardment. I know this card. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, this enchantment deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker. Let's play land. We got our 2/2 in play. I'm gonna drop the Hallowed Priest, and that should gain the life. I think it comes into play, triggers this, gains the life, and then that should trigger the 1/1 ability. It does. So I actually don't want to attack with the 2/2, because if he double blocks, then it's dead. And then I lose all the value that I get off of the Hollow Priest. So we're not going to attack. I'll attack with the Hollow Priest next turn probably, but 2/3 Goblin, all right. All right, so now we can play 2 creatures. So this is going to be a big turn. Oh my God, look at this. Okay, so we've got the life gain of another one of these. So we're going to play an Impassioned Orator. We're going to gain a life off of that trigger, which is going to put a token. Then we're going to play another Hollowed Priest, and we're going to gain 2 life, and we're going to get 2 tokens on this and 2 tokens on this. So this is going to be a 5/5. This is going to be a 3/3. Look at that. And then I'm going to attack with a 5/5. Like, he could burn it and kill it if he's got like a whatever shock or a lightning bolt, but I kind of don't care. I've got so much more value than him. I'm going to attack with this now. He's going to double block. Okay. All right. Now we've got the Inquisitor. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, you gain 1 life and draw a card. That's nice. All right. We're going to play the Moorland Inquisitor. We're going to get 2 life gain as well as 2 tokens on each of these bad boys. And we're going to swing with just the big boys. Just these. I don't want to swing with these because they would die. So, again, we don't want to lose the value of the life gain. He's probably going to block the 7/7 and take the 5. Unless he's got burn. He takes all of it. Okay. Inspiring Commander next turn. Although, I think we just win next turn. Flying Haste 4/4. No big deal. He's going to... He would not attack. No one in their reasonable mind would attack right now. It doesn't make any sense because he's dead next turn, but whatever. He's going to attack. He's going to ping me. Yeah, we're not going to block anything. We don't need to. And we win. Easy peasy. Hey, wow, look, I did the post-tutorial challenge. All right, looking good. Mission number 1 accomplished. Now, most of the matches in these challenges against the AI, you do a few versus AI and then a real player. The ones versus the AI were pretty much absurdly easy. It definitely seems like these are meant for super new players, which even though I'm like returning to the game from like quite a hiatus, I do have a long history as we went over. Like I've played the game a lot over the years. I was kind of disappointed though, because I thought what these color challenges were going to be like were the ones in the old Duelist magazines. And I happen to find an archive of it here. So Duelist was an old trading card magazine, and in every issue, in every installment, they would have this thing called the puzzling, where they would give you a board state in like a really tough scenario where you were essentially most times about to lose unless you have like the perfect play. And this was really cool. Like you'd have your opponent, they'd have like 7 or 8 cards out on the board, a lot of really powerful stuff, things where you were going to lose in the next turn, and then you would have to use whatever you had in play, whatever you had in your hand, maybe in your graveyard if you had some retrieval, and then your available lands, and figure out the exact scenario in which you could win and not in which you could not lose, basically. And these were I remember like sitting for like hours checking this stuff out with my mates and trying to figure them out. So I was kind of hoping these color challenges in Arena would have been along those lines, but no, they're really just like basic games against each of the colors, and that's fine. In fact, if anything, I think probably my biggest issue was like at times the AI would make some hilariously bad, totally nonsensical moves, like things that were just completely bewildering that no real player would ever do. And I think they should change that, because that doesn't give new players a good introduction to the game. Why the F do I have a Knight's Pledge on my creature? How did he played it? This challenge isn't very challenging when he enchants my creature with +2/+2. Was that a misclick? Like what? By the robot? I am extremely confused. Oh, he's probably gonna do, yes. What is he doing? What is he doing? There is a play here where I unsummon my creature, his enchantments drop off, and then I can replay this just to have the creature in play. I don't know that I really want to do that though, just to get my 2/1 back in play. So I think I'm just gonna hold on to my unsummons for now. That's what it wants you to do. It's a tutorial. I know, but I'm just like, it's just so funny, dude. It doesn't make any sense. Like, they could have presented the desire to bounce your creature back to your own hand in a way that made sense, which would be just by pacifying. Like, they should have just pacified my creature, my flyer. They should have pacified my flyer, and I would have been like, oh yeah, I can return that to my hand. That's an awesome idea. But instead, he threw away 2 enchantments that he could have thrown on his double strike creatures. Like, what in the hell is going on? If you're trying to introduce people to what other players will be doing in Magic, this is a bad way to do it. He's gonna play another pacifism on the same fucking creature. Okay, bro. Have a blast, yeah. Throw your second pacifism on my Waterskin Shaman. If you're not keeping track at home and you're not familiar with Magic, there is negative reason to do this. The only reason to do this is to like preemptively deal with the idea that I would bounce an enchantment or destroy an enchantment. This is great, dude. I'm here just to see what the wonky computer decides to do next. So yeah, I'm not gonna bore you with all of these AI games because they truthfully weren't really that interesting, other than like getting some good laughs here and there like you just saw. The good news though, as mentioned, is that at the each of end of that row of AI challenges, we finally get to face off against real players, and those games were far more interesting. So here's my first matchup with my using the white starter deck. All right, so I'm gonna be playing a player this time. I'm guessing this deck is gonna get demolished against a real player. We'll see how we do. Honestly, I feel like winning with this deck would be phenomenal, but I'm guessing it's not gonna happen. Unless they pool you with other people also doing these. I think it only matches you versus other starter decks. Yeah? Okay, we'll see. All right, I got the Charm Stray. I got the 2-drop of the Hollowed Priest, which would trigger off the Charm Stray gaining life. It's kind of heavy. Like, I don't love the Inspiring Commander and the Angelic Reward in my opening hand, but I do love having a 1 and 2 drop, 2 drops. So I'm gonna keep the 7, and we're gonna Charm Stray to start. And we'll see what he gets. Oh, he's got like different color backs. This is not good. That's not the normal. I won. That was a little underwhelming. All right, 100 currency and XP. All right, let's see. That's kind of a shame. I actually kind of wanted to do like a real game. I do want to actually play, you know, that's kind of the point. All right. Accomplished Alchemist. Oh, shoot. We don't. This is not good. No early creatures. We're gonna mulligan. This is also not good. I'm gonna mulligan again. This is extremely not good. I do have the double strike and that. I will keep this and drop the heavy hitters. Cast a spell only if a creature is attacking you. Oh, Confront Assault. I'm gonna drop the 6-drop and keep the 5 because this is gonna be pretty sketch. Going down to 5, not ideal. We'll see what we can do. All right, we got the double strike. We got the life gain. Unless, I guess if he plays a 2/2 right now, I could try. Oh, he's playing dual color. Black, white. 1/2. Sits 2. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. It's literally just a 1-drop version of this. It's got less power, but a Johnny's Pride mate. Yeah, his deck's gonna be way better than mine. No question. All right. Could do the first striker or the double strike. Can do both actually, so we're gonna drop both of those. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is a 2-drop. Yeah, he is playing like an actual deck, so I'm probably just screwed. Target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. You gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Rip. I'm gonna sacrifice the first striker. My god, dude. Swings for 4, yeah, no blocks. I'm gonna say this is looking very bad. Whenever this creature attacks, create 2/1/1 cat tokens that are attacking as well. Guess we'll toss that into play. He's gonna save blockers for it, but I will attack with the 2/2. So this guy's just gonna keep getting huge. Just off of the hinterland, but then he certainly has other life gain. Destroy target creature enchantment. Awesome, this is going great. Yeah, dude, this starter deck is like horrendous against a real player that has an actual deck. Whenever this creature enters, if it was kicked, return target non-land permanent card. I don't think he kicked it though. Target card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. All right, we're at 11. I do have the assault. I think I will actually save this and use it to block. I'm gonna not attack. Confront Assault. It lets me put 3/1/1 blockers into play with flying. I can actually kill his Hinter and his Sunblessed guy. Guess we'll just kill the Sunblessed. I mean, we lose this game pretty hard. He's playing one of the current starter decks. You can play them for free and unlock them. Yeah, but it's the dual color deck, whereas I'm playing the mono white color challenge deck, which is just like really not good for anything but the color challenge. I think I actually just take the 6. I mean, I'm not winning this game. Like maybe I draw something crazy, but I'm gonna take the 6. I'm gonna block the 3/1 to kill it. And I'm gonna take the 6. No, okay, so that's GG. I don't lose next turn, but I lose the turn after. I don't think there's anything I could draw that. I'll play it out though, whatever. But I'm definitely not winning. Let me just see what I draw next turn, but I'm pretty sure I'm losing. Not next turn, but the turn after. I'm just curious, like maybe I draw something. There's no way, unless I draw like a Wrath of God. Some destroy all creatures. Creatures +2/+2. Okay, so he pumped his Hinterland Sanctifier to keep it alive. And that's game. It didn't go so well, okay? It didn't go so well. I should have just quit while I was ahead. I got that free win. I should have just stayed with that. It got a lot better. In fact, I did really well in the rest of my matches. And yeah, I'll show you those. So here are the matches that I had using the blue, black, red, and green starter deck. And I think it's pretty good. We had some good fun games in here. I think you'll enjoy it. While this deck isn't great, I actually think with the flyers and the bounce that it has like a chance at actually beating a real deck. I think maybe this and like the mono red both would have a chance of beating a real deck if I had to guess. Just because flyers can be so oppressive to some decks if they're not prepped for them. And this deck is super flyer heavy. Big Daddy Max. Oh no, we're in trouble. Wow, this is a little heavy. I don't love having a 7 drop and a 5 drop in my opening hand. I'm gonna mulligan once. I don't want to drop the Djinn because I can play it on turn 4 with the Warden. I don't really want to drop that either. I don't love dropping the Water Knot, but I'm gonna do it. We're gonna drop the Water Knot. Drop the Unsummon. That probably is a better choice. I don't know though, whatever. What am I playing against? Black? Okay, so we're gonna toss in the Warden. I can literally play the Djinn next turn. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Wow. Like, I would drop the island, but if I don't draw an island next turn, I'm kind of sitting twiddling my thumbs, so. All right, well, not great. Like, he's got a lot of cards right now. 3, 4. Ward 2. I'd have to pay 2 if I want to target it. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Beginning of your end step, create X 1/1 black rat tokens. Token gets 1/1 for each other rat you control, where X is the number of creatures that were exiled under your opponent's control. Okay. I'm going to play this pre-combat to draw. See, because if I could draw into something that's useful for the combat. Like, unless he's got a lot of clear, this could actually be, we could actually do really well. Probably should have played that after combat, but whatever. We're going to swing for 6 in the air. We might actually win. It just depends. Like, he'll probably have, he might have bounce and or creature destruction. Damage, -X, whatever. 2/5, as long as there's 7 more cards in your graveyard. This gets +3/+0. Defender, which got scry 1, so we'll put that down because we'll scry, which is good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy shit, we're doing 10 damage right now? I think we might actually win. Literally, we only need 2 more. I'm gonna scry, try to get something useful on the top. What do we got? Ooh, that's actually not bad. I'm gonna keep the Water Knot, because if he has a blocker for my flyers, I can lock it down. Holy shit, I think we're gonna win with this Garbo starter deck. Holy crap. I'm just gonna let it go through. It's 5 damage. Whatever. Oh my god. Bro. I didn't expect to win one of these real games with these decks. That's fantastic. Holy moly. All right, we got a 1-drop. Hey, you know what? I actually don't hate this. That's like a good curve. We got a Typhoid Rats or a Skeleton to play first. I think I'm gonna do the Rats first. Give us the Death Touch right in play. Give him something to sweat about. This is actually pretty good. So he's gonna play 2/2, gains first strike. I actually have to think about this. Maybe I play the Cull Blade and swing. If he blocks, the Cull Blade gets pumped. I think I'll do that. Swing with the 1/1. See if he chooses to block. He doesn't. Have mulligans change how they work? Yeah, you mulligan and then you get 7 and then you discard what you or you put back in your library what you don't want. It depends on the last time you played though. Like when I last played Paper Magic at tournaments, you would draw 6, but now you draw 7 and then you put back in your library down to 6. Or if you mulligan twice, you draw 7 and you put down to 5, which is awesome. It's a very nice change. He first striked that, which doesn't make sense. This is a real player this time at least, but I'm guessing this is a newer player. I kind of want to murder his creature. I don't have to though. I think I'll save it till he gets better creatures. I think what I'll do is I'll Skeleton and Opportunist right now, and I'll swing for 2. And then I'm gonna play the Skeleton and the Opportunist. So go wide here. Put some more creatures in play. I see, yeah, last time I played, you just drew fewer cards. Yeah, I don't remember when they changed how mulligans worked, but my friends told me recently when we got together and we played Commander that nowadays you draw 7 and then I think you put it in the bottom of your library. I don't think you shuffle. I think you put to the bottom of your library the cards you don't, so it's way better. Now you can actually see 7 and it's way better than just drawing 6 and then drawing 5 and then drawing 4. He's gonna first strike this thing again. Oh, yes. Wow, this is really good. All right, we're gonna play the Gorger, and then we're swinging for 5, and then the Gorger gets pumped because he took damage. Got our Compound Fracture, 2 creature destroy. I think we're winning this game. We get a lot of removal. All right, that sucks, but it's okay. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter in this creature. We're gonna Compound Fracture that. I'm hoping he attacks. Oh my god, thank you so much. Okay. So Compound Fracture. And that's going to pump up our Cull Blade because a creature's dying. And then we're swinging with all of these. And he might be dead next turn. Whatever he plays, if he plays a big creature, we're going to murder it. And then we can murder again next turn. Both of those would pump up the Cull Blade. So it'd be a 4/4. We'll see, though. Never say never. But I think we're actually playing a starter deck this time. The past couple of times we've had these beginner decks, we've been playing against at least dual color decks, which are also starter decks, but these are like the super starter decks. These are the monocolor super starter decks. All right, that's pretty good. +3/+3 and has flying. That's a good idea. Response, murder. You're drinking from your massive pink cup. Well, so we've got like these, what are they called? Brewmates? Whatever, it's pink. Who gives a shit? It's fuchsia. It's fuchsia. But I actually drink from these while I'm on camera because my mustache, if I drink from a cup, where like I have to tilt it and the liquid gets on my lips, I get like dewdrops on my mustache, so I'll look like a freaking creature of the forest. I actually can't believe it. I mean, that's how it should be. We should be playing against beginner decks when we're with this beginner deck, but yeah, I don't know about this deck. This isn't the kind of red deck I thought they were gonna give us. We'll see how it does against a real player. I think I have to be playing against another starter deck for this thing to have much of a chance. Let's see. Tunneler, Burn Bright. Kind of don't love this. Let me mulligan. That's a little better. We'll get rid of a land. Yep, this is good. It's actually not bad at all. 1-drop, Street Cadet. Get the 1/1 goblin that replaces itself if it dies. Let's see what we're playing up against here. Blue, Defender, rip. Gonna be preventing all my damage. Yeah, that actually really sucks. Well, maybe I can get through with the Ravager. There's literally no point in attacking. You know what? He might think I have burn and he might not block it, so maybe I should attack. It's kind of a bluff, but... Wait. Oh my god, that's amazing! I forgot! I'm literally getting free tokens now. If he keeps blocking it. I totally, for some reason, I thought when it died. That's actually really good. Oh my god, I'm glad I attacked. That was not on purpose. I completely didn't even think about that. All right, whenever the creature, oh yes, so I think I am playing against the actual blue starter deck. Unfortunately, I can't burn this guy, but I can Storm Strike, which is gonna get my creature first strike and actually burn through him, which I think I will do. I'm gonna swing with both of these and then Storm Strike. It's gonna give me another token as well. So swing with both. Whatever he blocks with the 2/1, I'm gonna Storm Strike my creature, giving it +1/+0 on first strike. Why would you block it? I feel like I'm playing against AI right now. That doesn't make, he should have blocked the token. He's giving me free tokens. Brother. Thank you. And now this lets me play the Ravager because I have the free mana. Okay, he plays the Flyer. Gets 3/2. If he swings, I'm just gonna block with my Ravager. Gonna block with my 0/4. All right, dude, this is looking good. Other goblins you control get +1/+1. Oh my god. Sack a goblin, destroy an artifact. Dude, that is so good. The only problem is I might end up throwing away my cadet here, but I would get a token as well, so it's fine. And it would be a trade if he blocks with the 2/2. So I'm actually gonna do this, and we're gonna swing. There's really no point swinging with him, so we'll save him to block. So we're gonna swing with the 3/2/2 goblins. He might trade, but that's probably good for me if he does, because him losing that value. He's gonna block. I'm really starting to question. I know it's not an AI, but I'm really starting to feel like it's an AI. Because it doesn't make any sense for him to keep blocking this cadet because he's giving me free tokens. He's literally like, he should just be blocking any of the tokens. Oh no! Tap all creatures target player controls that they don't untap during his next untap step. That actually sucks. That actually sucked. Okay, so let's see. I've got a shock. I'll probably will shock probably shock this. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll shock that so I can get rid of his reduced casting cost for flyers. And I'm gonna just do it during my turn so he can't do anything. Like normally it's an instant, I would wait till his turn, but I don't want him to have any responses, you know what I mean? Because his mana was tapped at that point. Will you start magic, will F and M come back? Maybe. He's gonna get his flying Djinn. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creature you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. Pretty good. I think we're gonna get some big value next turn though. I'm gonna swing with everything and we're gonna throw out Burn Bright and a Storm Strike. Most likely anyways. I don't know that we're gonna win this turn, but we might board clear him. Oh my god, dude. This is really good. Okay. We're swinging with everything. We're gonna let him declare blockers and then we're gonna respond. Please block a bunch of stuff. That's gonna die. His wall. Oh, changed his mind. Please block with your Djinn. Please block with your Djinn. Please, thank you so much. Burn Bright. My creatures get +2/+0 until end of turn. We're gonna first strike our Molten Ravager. +1/+0 and first strike. Plus we scry. Let's put that on the bottom. And that's gonna first strike kill him. That's gonna kill him. We're gonna deal 4, 6, 12. Wait. Do we kill him? I think we kill him too. I think we're dealing 16 damage, right? We did it. Nice. The final challenge. A real player. I do think this deck is okay. I think it might actually stand a chance, especially if we play another starter deck. But this is the final challenge of the color challenges. I think there might be another tier. I don't know if they have a color challenge with the dual decks. That would actually be kind of cool. I do not like this hand, not even a little bit. This hand is better. I think we get rid of, I guess, this one and just hope we draw into another pack hunter. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Keep 6. I'm gonna drop the Baloth. I mean, I could just drop a forest and just all I need is to draw 1 more mana and then I can play both of these. Yeah, let me do that. Just have to draw 1 more mana in 3 turns. So far, not good. Gonna play the Mystic. Next turn, we can at least play the Patrol. So technically, it's like okay if we go another turn without mana. But 2 turns without mana, I'm gonna be kicking myself for getting rid of that green and not just dumping one of these guys. Okay, good. All right, so we'll start off with our 3/3 trample because we can actually, it doesn't matter. Let's actually start off with our 4/4 because the damage wouldn't go through him anyways. So we're gonna swing with the 4 next turn. He probably won't block unless he plays something like it's decent for it. Okay, there's a 2/2. Playing against green-blue. Did the fight, killed my mana producer. That sucks. That really sucks. Oh no, what did he kill? He killed that? Why? I am astonished he didn't kill the mana producer. I'm thankful, but I'm astonished. All right. We're gonna attack with the 4/4. Then we're gonna play another. Not too shabby. The Rumbling Baloth. Gonna be swinging for 8 this turn. He's got blockers. He does have 3 mana still. No, nothing. Okay, good, dude. Good. Okay, we're gonna swing for 8. Gonna chump block 1. Let 4 go through. And then we're gonna play the 3/3 trample. Honestly, I think of the 5 matches we played, 3 of them were dual, and then 2 were mono. 6/6 trample, the rampaging Baloths, and it's got the landfall that gives you a 4/4. That is extreme value and way better than what I have. The problem is he trades, kills, and then the next time he plays a land, he just gets frickin' more. Yeah, it's not great. It's not looking great. I'm actually going to attack with all 3. He's gonna he's gonna kill that, and then take 8. Why didn't he just? He could have just killed. Oh, he might have assumed he probably thought I had like a giant growth or some creature pump up equivalent. But if I did, I could have maybe even killed him. That was kind of astonishing. But he's still at I think he's at an advantage. In fact, I think I'm screwed right now. Like literally, I can't get through this board. I think I have to just sit here. This is helpful. I'm gonna get an extra card draw next turn, but I literally can't attack right now because he just trades, kills, and I do no damage. The longer I wait, the worse it gets, but I might get card advantage with this Colossal Magistry, so I'm not going to attack. Because right now I do nothing. I do no damage to him, and he just wins in a couple of turns. So 5-3 reach. My god, dude. I lose this game. Unless I get something big. That's not it. I'm just going to hope with the card advantage that I can overwhelm him. It's just so unlikely. Because he's got, like, constant token production here. Like, look at this. It's ridiculous. He's getting so many tokens. Yeah, I lose. I lose big time. Okay, I can pop something of his. This could actually be good. I could pop his Rampaging Baloth here with this. All right, I'm just gonna take my shot right now. Maybe I get lucky. My only chance is if he blocks with his Rampaging Baloth and I can kill it. This doesn't even make sense because he kills me next turn. If he just doesn't, oh no, he can't not block at all. But yeah, so there's 2 tokens trading my patrols. There's a token chump blocking, and then I got 1 more, which he should just block with like his 3. Oh, he's blocking it with the Baloth. So there's like a glimmer of hope here if he confirms this for me. Kill the 4/4. So shit, dude. Yeah, I'm just screwed. I mean, it's not totally over, but it's pretty close. No, the Delver only pumps itself. I can't pump other creatures with it. Whenever this creature does combat damage to a player, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls. That's horrible. So now I'm gonna lose my Colossal Magistry next turn. All right, we're still in it. I don't know. It's fucking, we lose so bad. I know I keep saying this. I'm just hoping there's, I don't even know. So that's a funny thing too, though. I have no clue what's in this deck, so I don't even know what I could draw that would like help, I think anyways. Oh wow, he's actually not attacking. All creatures able to block this. Oh my god, I could win next turn if he doesn't pay attention. Oh my god, I could literally win next turn if he doesn't pay attention. If he doesn't like kill me, if he doesn't attack me for lethal this turn, I could literally win next turn with the prized unicorn. Oh my god, 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 please. Please don't attack for everything. Please don't notice what the prize unicorn does. Are you kidding me? He didn't. Do I actually win this game? I think he has to block with everything. I think he has to block the unicorn with anything. With everything he has. I think he has to. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god. This was an impossible win. I should not have won this game. Did you have fun this match? You know, for a long time it was this. At the very end it was this. I had a great time. Alrighty, well that wraps up this video. Fun little mixing things up here, a little trip down memory lane. You know, like I said, I've really enjoyed Magic. It's a game that's brought me a lot of entertainment over the years. For all of the controversy around it, for the fact that it's probably like baby's introduction to gambling. Yeah, that's probably true. Maybe just as true as it was with Kinder eggs and things along those lines. Like, I'm gonna open the egg. I want this toy. Oh, I got the wrong toy. Mom, buy me another Kinder egg. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's a fun hobby, leisure entertainment, and I've really enjoyed it. And I had a good time coming back and putting this vid together. Hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, we'll probably do some more Magic in the future as well. I'll try to come up with some good, fun video ideas. Maybe it'd be fun to do some drafting. That could be really cool. Maybe it'd be fun to do some challenges, like make pauper decks and just run them in against other real players. And if pauper decks just refer to like decks with, I think it's just commons and maybe uncommons. I don't even know if uncommons are allowed, but it's basically like, hey, let me make decks for really, really cheap and see how they do. And you can actually make some, like, there's some really good ones you can make. I bet there's some sick mono red pauper decks, because red, you just need aggro and burn and you could just win games, like fast as well. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Magic the Gathering, it's back. I'm playing it again and we might do some more videos. I'll see you later. Take it easy.